Hi, I'm Stuart Acker Holt, and this is a film about the most interesting and inspiring people living in Amsterdam. In this episode, we're going to meet Willem Baars, who runs a small but beautiful gallery in the heart of Amsterdam. He's a rather outspoken gentleman who doesn't mince his words because he really has a strong perspective on what makes good art.
My name is Willem Baars, age 42, and people in Amsterdam know me as somebody who moves around in the art world. Probably know me to be a bit controversial, as I have, I write columns. I have an opinion about what's happening in the Amsterdam or in the Dutch art world, and I'm not afraid to say so. And I got a position which I think is quite rare because of the system. I'm independent. And most people in the art world in Holland are not independent because, it's all subsidized by the government. So it's difficult for a lot of people to speak up.
Where are we in Amsterdam, and what does this place mean to you?
We're at the Hoogtekadijk, just out of the center of Amsterdam, and we're standing in the middle of my gallery, a space I've opened 7 months ago, and a place where I feel really good and I'm really happy to have it. And from this space, actually, I hope to have, my impact on the Amsterdam art world. First of all, by showing good art.
And which artist is this?
At the moment, we just finished that, putting the show together by Morgan Batch, half American, half Dutch artist, who is both a sculptor and a painter, and one of the rising stars here in Holland.
If there would be one book left in the world people should read, which book would that be?
It's a book in Dutch, written by K. Schipperts. I will translate the title in English. It's In Search of the Bride of Duchamp, Marcel Duchamp. And I thought it was a brilliant book because, first of all, he's a writer I really admire. He's one of my favorite Dutch writers, and he's one of the few who have the ability to mix fiction with non-fiction. And sometimes as a reader, you have no idea where you go, and if you're in the non-fiction or in the fiction part. One of my favorite bands is Fateless, and their kind of dance music I really like, and it's also probably because when I was in my early 20s, they came up, and their music was new, and I also like the idea of new, that there was something which I never heard before, and in that respect I think they're also important. The complexity of art and the way I look at it opens your eyes. It feeds you, and it gives you also the opportunity to think out of a box. And it's a process, and that process is done in a way that every week I see a new piece of art, I read a new book, or I listen to a new piece of music. It changes the ideas I had a week earlier. For me, that's almost the definition of art. It opens more possibilities than you think you have.
So if you want to find out what it's like to run one of the most unique and amazing hotels here in Amsterdam, then let's go and meet Willem Baars' most interesting person. His name, Otto Nan.